Good evening. I'm Mayor Charlie Sisitsky, and I want to welcome you to my annual State of the City address. My sincere thanks to the people of our city for the trust you have once again placed in me. Serving as your mayor has been the greatest honor and privilege of my professional life. I am deeply grateful for the trust you have placed in me, believing in our shared vision, and for giving me the opportunity to continue serving the city we all love. Leading the city of Framingham is a huge full-time responsibility, and I am grateful for having the opportunity to be your mayor. The more than 75,000 members of our city create a tapestry of diverse backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. That diversity is not just a statistic, it is our strength. It is the heartbeat of our neighborhoods, our schools, our businesses, making the beauty of each of our neighborhoods unique and something we all should embrace, cherish, and celebrate. We are families who have lived here for generations and newcomers building their first chapter. We are people of different cultures, languages, faiths, backgrounds, and experiences, united by a shared commitment to this place we call home. That diversity is not just our story, it is our strength. This past year has tested our city in real and meaningful ways. We faced tough decisions, real pressures, and moments that demanded resilience. 4 years ago, we faced real challenges, like communities across the nation. We were navigating economic uncertainty, infrastructure needs, and questions about how to ensure opportunity reached every neighborhood. To begin a second term is both humbling and energizing because it means our community believes not only in what we have accomplished, but in where we are going together. Since then, we have invested in roads, water systems, and public spaces that make daily life safer and more reliable. Strengthen our local economy by supporting small businesses and attracting new employers. Work to expand housing options so working families, seniors, and young people can afford to stay in the city they love. We've increased funding for public safety while emphasizing trust, accountability, and community partnership. The Community Impact Unit has been hugely successful by improving the quality of life for people who support the local businesses downtown and beyond. We've made meaningful investments in parks, libraries, and cultural programs that bring people together. We have made progress on many projects that were in the early stages of discussion 4 years ago. Our in-house legal department represented the city in the acquisition of 499 Central Street for affordable veterans housing and the conveyance of 123 Union Avenue, the old Danforth building, to the Commonwealth for the creation of a regional justice center. The legal department also provided ongoing legal support and advice to multiple city divisions and represented the city in cases involving public health violations, code enforcement, and zoning matters. During the past year, part of our focus was improving our municipal buildings, most notably roof replacements at the DPW, Fire Station 7 on Water Street, as well as several schools, the Edgell Grove Cemetery Chapel and Tomb House roofs, as well as the former Marion High School roof. We are currently working on completing a new roof on the Memorial Building and will shortly begin replacing the roof at Loring Arena. The completion of the new roofs on many of our buildings will accommodate future solar panel installations. In addition to roof replacements, we have begun to build out for the new Regional Joint Emergency Dispatch Center, which we anticipate being completed in the beginning of 2027. Other work that has been completed or is underway at Marion High School includes removal of the antiquated heating system and the installation of new windows throughout the building. As we develop the plans for the reuse of the interior of the building, we intend to seek out grants to undertake this work. In 2025, the Framingham Fire Department responded to nearly 33,000 incidents across the city. This significant workload is a testament to the pride, professionalism, and dedication of the department's members. These responses are made possible not only by the firefighters and paramedics answering calls for service, but also by the many personnel who provide critical source behind the scenes. The fire prevention, maintenance administration, and training and EMS divisions play an essential role in ensuring our first responders are properly trained, equipped, and supported, allowing them to manage hazardous and complex situations safely and confidently in service to the residents of Framingham. The Framingham Fire Department will continue to expand fire prevention outreach and safety education initiatives through its Student Awareness of Fire Education, or SAFE program, and Senior SAFE programs to better serve residents, businesses, and schools throughout the community. Through these programs, the department continues to reach residents of all ages, strengthening public safety education. New partnerships with local schools will further enhance these efforts and foster positive, long-term community relationships across Framingham. Also in 2025, the Framingham Police Department completed the full department-wide rollout of a body-worn camera program, making a significant milestone in transparency, accountability, and professional policing. Following a pilot program, the department finalized policy development, labor engagement, technology selection, and comprehensive training, allowing for a phased and deliberate expansion. By June of 2025, body-worn cameras were issued to all sworn personnel, supported by a robust evidence management system and clear operational standards governing activation, data retention, and public records compliance. This rollout reflects careful planning and collaboration to ensure the program met both operational needs and community expectations. Also, in 2025, the Framingham Police Department maintained a strong commitment to community engagement through a range of outreach, education, and service-based initiatives. The department continued its Citizen Police Academy, providing residents with direct insight into policing, operations, and decision-making, while prioritizing youth engagement through the Youth Police Academy and Police Athletic League programs that promote leadership and teamwork. Officers also supported programs such as Shop with a Cop, partnering with community organizations to create positive experiences for children and families in need. In addition to these programs, officers engage the community daily through neighborhood patrols, school involvement, including the Read Aloud program, community meetings, and informal interactions. The department participated in community meal delivery and support initiatives for seniors and vulnerable residents, and remained a clear leader in mental health co-response and jail diversion efforts alongside behavioral health professionals. Together, these efforts reflect a consistent department-wide focus on proactive engagement, partnership, and service within the Framingham community. Our Human Resources Benefits Department created an improved process for auditing benefit deductions, reducing the time needed from months to days, thereby ensuring that employees' deductions are correct and that the city is not overpaying. 2025 audits were completed for dental, vision, and 2 health insurance plans. Additional plans will be audited in 2026. Human Resources filled 141 positions, with many of our 37 departments ending the year fully staffed. After the library and schools lost federal funding for critical databases used by the public and the thousands of students in the city's schools, the Veterans Council and Friends of the Library were able to step in and secure funding for the rest of the year. The school librarians, public librarians, Veterans Council, and Friends worked collaboratively to solve the access problem in a way that exemplified the collaborative relationships within city departments and was a model for other communities in the Commonwealth. For the first time ever, the library invited the public to choose the new library cards in a juried art contest for adults, teens, and children. One winner in each category was selected by a panel of judges, and a limited run of cards was created. This was to commemorate the library's successful rebranding, and it heralded the beginning of the library's long-range plan building season. In fiscal year 2027, the library will work with community members, librarians, and stakeholders to develop its long-range plan for the next 5 years. Over the past year, our Parks and Recreation Department has continued to grow through upgraded facilities, expanded programming, and citywide events that bring our community together and celebrate what makes Framingham special. The revitalization of Mary Dennison Park remains one of the city's most important capital projects. Construction is now well underway, with contaminated soil removal and foundational work progressing steadily. When completed, this transformative park will provide residents in the southern part of the city with walkable access to a first-class public space featuring an accessible playground, fitness area, picnic pavilion, athletic fields, and courts. This investment in an environmental justice neighborhood addresses long-standing safety concerns while creating a welcoming destination for both active and passive recreation. Beyond Mary Dennison Park, the city made significant progress in park infrastructure citywide, including a CPA-funded community garden fence and storage project, the Washacum Beach Stormwater Outfall Project, completed in coordination with the Department of Public Works, which filters contaminants before entering the pond. And that was completed in-house by a town crews. New dedicated pickleball courts and fencing at Butterworth Park, allowing pickleball and tennis to be played simultaneous at this location, was also completed. We made a number of important improvements to the Longs baseball complex, including extending the home run fencing, laser-graded infields, building improvements, and new LED lighting improvements. The Recreation Department continues to offer a wide range of programs and events, many of which were strengthened through new partnerships in 2025. Collaborations with the Framingham Public Library, Veterans Service Council, Framingham Police and Fire Departments, the Lions Club, Laborers Local 609, and others allowed us to expand programming while reinvigorating long-standing traditions. Highlights of that work included bachata in the park, spooky and snowy stories in the park, Veterans Park concerts, a carnival-themed pumpkins in the park, and the Police Athletic League backpack giveaway. Some of our very successful community-wide events included Stars and Stripes over Framingham, featuring fireworks and food trucks, with well over 15,000 people attending this family-friendly event. The Recreation Department continues to serve residents of all ages through promoting healthy lifestyles through access to parks and open space. Other quality of life activities for our residents during the year included the Flag Day Parade, raising the Pride and Disability flags, Downtown Business Festival, Spooktacular at Memorial Building that drew over 700 attendees, Indigenous Peoples Day, the car show at Cushing Park, the Find Your People Day at the Memorial Building, and our annual tree lighting celebration. Loring Arena remains a cornerstone of our recreational infrastructure. We celebrated the 60th anniversary of Loring Arena in 2025. That season opened with a free public skate on September 7th, tripling typical opening day attendance. As part of the 325th celebration of the city of Framingham, Lorien Arena hosted a free open skate on January 1st and offered free skating to our veterans during the month of November. In an effort to increase accessibility at Lorien, a second scoreboard was added, enhancing visual awareness for those with hearing impairments. Lorien Arena will continue expanding community outreach through food drives, veteran recognition, free community skates, and rental spaces for public and private events, ensuring that it remains a valuable asset for Framingham residents. The Framingham Farmers Market remains a point of pride for our city. In its fourth season, the market welcomed the Massachusetts Department of Agricultural Resources Commissioner Ashley Randell, who announced that Framingham now hosts the largest farmers market in Massachusetts by vendor count. In 2025, the market averaged 77 vendors and food trucks weekly, with several weeks reaching over 100 vendors. Attendance at the market increased by 17%, reaching over 31,000 visitors. Framingham remains the only farmers market in the Commonwealth with no weekly vendor space fee. The market continues to grow with new cooperative programming planned. The Callahan Center remains a vital hub for older adults in Framingham. In 2025, total attendance reached 46,283 visits, which is a 20% increase over the previous year. Social services staff supported more than 4,200 interactions addressing physical, mental, emotional, and financial needs. The annual Framingham Seniors Hero Awards honored 4 individuals for outstanding contributions in diversity, inclusion, health, culture, and public service. Marcia Sharp was recognized for cultural and arts. Robert Arnsbach was recognized for social development. Sharon Arroyo, RN, was recognized for health and healthcare. And Larry Stute was recognized for public service. The Planning Board during 2025 granted the approval for construction of a 181-unit multiple-family residential building at the corner of Waverly and South Streets. The project will include off-street parking, landscaping, stormwater management system, commercial retail space, inclusionary housing units, and associated site improvements. During the year, TJX purchased numbers 3 and 5 Spain Street office buildings for $25 million. Both buildings contain over 150,000 square feet of office space. This purchase further shows the confidence and commitment that TJX has with the city of Framingham. Several years ago, TJX purchased 550 Commonwealth Road and recently completed close to $60 million in improvements to this office building. Shoppers World plans to apply for permits in the near future to revitalize the mall from a traditional big box space to a format that will attract first-to-market retail and restaurant concepts that encourages mixed use and multi-use, including retail, office, entertainment, and residential uses with varying sidewalk and pathway widths and public amenity space. It will provide the opportunity to create the best-in-class development that combined with all the above plus the nearby Logan Express shuttle. This project has the potential to add over $125 million in real estate value with 150 full-time construction jobs and 500 permanent jobs. Also during the year, a local downtown resident, Pablo Faraz Schwartz Linares, who owns Fresh Cafe Incorporated in downtown, was named the Small Business Person of the Year by the National Small Business Association Award for our region. We were especially proud of Pablo. She was nominated for this award by the Planning and Community Development staff because of all her activities in supporting our downtown and other charitable and humanitarian efforts. Because Framingham has been designated as compliant with the MBTA Communities Act, we have been successful in obtaining state grants for various projects. Some of these projects include improvements to the Carol Getchell Nature Trail, design and construction of a new intersection for the Fountain Street and Dudley Road area, and Phase 1 design of the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail. The city has been very active in protecting agricultural land, historic buildings, scenic landscapes, natural resources, and wildlife habitats as prioritized in the city's planning documents. We will continue to work on connecting trails for public use on adjacent protected lands for the benefit of all residents, neighboring communities, and visitors. The city has begun the preservation and restoration of the historic city-owned Saxonville Town Hall, better known as an Athenaeum, to return it to civic and community use. We will continue to seek out grants and other funding sources to complete the renovation of this historic landmark. In August 2025, the Health Department organized a remote area medical clinic at Keefe Technical High School. This all-volunteer program with over 100 medical professionals supported the program, along with dozens of logistical volunteers. Framingham's Medical Reserve Corps provided 11 volunteers and over 117 hours of service. 1,880 meals were served by the Framingham team and given to dozens of volunteers. A total of 374 patients were seen at the clinic over a 2-day weekend. This is a no insurance needed program with 165 people receiving dental care, 201 vision care, and 218 medical exams. The Health Department's environmental team conducted at least 1,500 inspections and issued 875 permits throughout the city in 2025. And also, during the year, the tree warden began a tree planting program using community development block grant funding. We planted 9 new trees in our downtown and 12 setback trees in eligible neighborhoods through this short period of time. These tree planting programs have expanded our urban tree canopy where it's needed most, improving downtown and adding long-term environmental benefits in our residential areas. And we intend to expand this program this coming year. In 2025, our highway department made significant investments in roadway and pedestrian infrastructure across the city. Crews completed roadway resurfacing, sidewalk rehabilitation, and the installation of new ADA-compliant handicapped ramps on several key corridors, including Dudley Road, Mount Wade Avenue, the second part of Brook Street, Edgebrook Road, where 4 new speed bumps were installed, Maple Street, and Everett Avenue. These projects improve safety, accessibility, and quality of life for residents while extending the life of our infrastructure and protecting the city's long-term investment. This past year, the city received an administrative consent order from the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection requiring changes to our trash drop-off operations at the Recycling and Distribution Center. In response, the Department of Public Works has developed a compliant, long-term solution that balances regulatory responsibility with resident convenience. Over the summer of 2026, the city will install new ground-level, self-contained rubbish compactors that will meet DEP requirements while improving site operations, safety, and cleanliness for both residents and staff. Our investments below ground are just as critical as those above it. On 2nd Street, new water mains and service connections were installed, in advance of a full roadway rehabilitation project scheduled for the spring of 2027, demonstrating thoughtful coordination and cost-effective planning. On Edgell Road, water and sewer mains were replaced between Central Street and Belknap Road prior to the resurfacing, ensuring that new pavement is protected by modern infrastructure beneath it. Looking ahead to 2026, two major water and sewer construction projects are scheduled to begin in April. The first will take place on Central Street from Edgell Road to the Sudbury River Bridge in Saxonville, primarily replacing aging water mains and making targeted sewer upgrades. The second project will focus on sewer force main relocation and upgrades to gravity sewer and water mains along Water Street, Warren Road, and Prindivale Avenue. I also want to take a moment to highlight an outstanding example of improving collaboration and efficiency between departments. Following retirement of the Framingham Police Department's fleet mechanic, the Department of Public Works assumed full responsibility for maintaining police vehicles. Moving this work to the Vehicle Maintenance Division of DPW eliminated the need for outsourcing of the police vehicle service and maintenance, which saved Framingham tens of thousands of dollars throughout the year. High standards of service and reliability for our public safety fleet will now be performed by mechanics at the DPW. We will continue to look for additional opportunities to increase productivity and reduce costs in other ways in the coming year. To ensure a strong foundation, the school district standardized curriculum across all pre-kindergarten locations within the school district and among community partners, and expanded early childhood access through new partnership classrooms. Recently, King Elementary School was designated as a state school of recognition for high growth and achievement. The Department of Expanded Learning Time has strengthened its operations, currently serving over 1,100 students across the Explorers and Flyers program and overseeing 25 extracurricular clubs at the high school. The school district also secured free meals for our students through June of 2029 and completed major facility upgrades, including roof replacements and kitchen renovations. Looking ahead to next year, our primary goal is to build upon this foundation of equity and access by expanding our high-quality early childhood and bilingual offerings. We are focused on launching 5-day pre-K programming at 3 additional schools and successfully implementing the full suite of programmatic recommendations for our special education separate settings despite our fiscal challenges. By deepening our community partnership and continuing to integrate innovative tools like AI into our curriculum, we will ensure that every student in Framingham, from our youngest learners to our adult students, has the resources and support necessary to thrive. The city's Technology Services Department achieved significant milestones in 2025, advancing innovation, efficiency, and security to benefit the city of Framingham and its residents. Key accomplishments include the implementation of an online permitting and licensing system. On July 1st, we went live with the implementation of OpenGov, an online platform that streamlines permitting, licensing, and code enforcement. This system enhances accessibility and efficiency by centralizing information, automating renewal processes, and improving communication both between city departments and with residents and contractors. This project was a culmination of months of collaborative work with all departments involved, including inspectional services, police, city clerk, health, DPW, fire, and licensing. The department obtained multiple state and federal cybersecurity grants aimed at fortifying the city's digital security posture. Notably, one of these grants facilitated the development and successful implementation of a comprehensive cybersecurity incident response plan, which was finalized in 2025. During the past year, our DEI director delivered a year-long series of professional development workshops for city employees, strengthening skills in areas such as inclusive leadership, workplace culture, communication, and employee well-being, supporting a more effective, respectful, and responsive municipal workforce. Additionally, the city significantly expanded the number of paid summer intern positions for college students with a targeted recruitment forecast on Framingham residents and students attending Framingham State University and Mass Bay Community College. This initiative builds a local talent pipeline, increases access to public service careers, and reflects the city's commitment to investing in its own community. Next year, we hope to implement the equity audit recommendations across city operations by working collaboratively with Human Resources, the Citizen Participation Office, and the Purchasing Department to implement key recommendations from the city's equity audit, embedding equity into hiring practices, community engagement, and procurement processes to ensure city services are fair, inclusive, and accessible to all residents. Our vision for the new year is clear: growth that is inclusive, progress that is sustainable, and leadership that listens. That means economic development that creates good-paying jobs while also generating needed revenue. It means planning for the future while protecting the character of our neighborhoods. And it means recognizing that equity is not a slogan, it is a responsibility. We will lead with responsibility, improving energy efficiency, protecting green spaces, and preparing our city to meet the realities of a changing climate. Despite our many successes, we also need to acknowledge the challenges that we face as we prepare our FY27 budget and beyond. The global economy is suffering, and we are not in a unique position. However, the problems we face need to be solved on the local level, and I am confident that if we all work cooperatively, that we will be able to minimize the impact of balancing our budget and move forward. By continuing to work together with honesty, courage, and purpose, I am confident that the best chapters of our story are still ahead. As we look ahead, the future of our city is not defined by any single project, policy, or budget line. It's defined by the people who call this place home, by the small business owners who take risks, the city employees who serve with pride, the educators, first responders, volunteers, and neighbors who show up every day. We have challenges to meet, but we also have momentum, talent, and a shared belief that this city is worth investing in. So the state of our city is strong, not because we are without challenges, but because we face them together. The story of our city has always been written by people who believe in something bigger than themselves, people who choose hope over fear, progress over complacency, and community over division. Tonight, I ask us to keep believing in our neighborhoods, in our potential, and in one another. The challenges before us are real, but so is our capacity to meet them. If we move forward together with purpose and compassion, there is no doubt that the future we imagine is in reach. This is our city. This is our moment. To my administrative team, thank you for your tireless work to keep the city running smoothly. For all the city employees, I am proud to stand with you, and we all appreciate your dedication and your professionalism. Thank you for your partnership, your passion, and your belief in our shared future. I am proud to serve as your mayor and even prouder to call this city my home. And I thank you for your trust, your partnership, and your commitment to your city. Thank you and good evening.